Hello! Hi, yes, I've had a shave. Okay, so welcome to this week's episode of the Doctor Who Review. And this is the sixth episode. I did actually check first for once, see which one we're up to. Okay, so Extremis. I'm not talking about Iron Man 3, I'm just talking about the episode on here. So, yes, a lot of different things. It starts off really weird on an island that talks about being able to kill so many different people, the fact that they know how to kill everybody. Yes, execution planet, really. It's not an island, is it, really? It's the planet. So, they have a device that can kill anything, and this one's set for Time Lord to stop both hearts at once and all three brain stems. Really? 3 brain stems? If it couldn't be special enough anyway, you had to have 3. 2 hearts wasn't enough, was it? Extreme blood pressure. And, yeah. So, basically the idea that the Doctor's been called to kill Missy because the Time Lord has to kill a Time Lord, and but the idea is to kill them, and then they have to watch over the body for 1,000 years in case they regenerate. The Time Lords can be a little bit difficult and always somehow find a way to come back from the dead, especially Missy, or the Master, whoever you want to call that individual, because yes, they are well known for coming back from the dead, even though they should be dead. Oh, Doctor can't sleep, he regenerates. The Master does the thing, just come back. Okay. So we found out who's in the vault finally. I had a feeling for a long time it was going to be Missy, but now I know why it's such a big thing that I vowed to watch it, because it was a vow. Okay, so back to it. The Doctor's still blind, and basically he's hiding by wearing the sunglasses, which happen to be those goddamn Sonic stupid sunglasses. I don't like them. But they were actually quite cool in this episode, I have to admit. So yes, so the Doctor, who is he, the Terminator? Well, considering he's supposed to kill Missy by the looks of it, and has sunglasses that make it look like the Terminator, picking out targets, telling you the age, weight, temperature. They're too personal, I think, for times. But yeah, quite cool. It gives you information, but doesn't tell you who they are. So it gives you basic info, and coolly it can actually give you a basic outline of the room and stuff, so it's not as hard to follow over things. So it's a bit of a cheat, but hey, that's the Doctor, so how we just see through it. Then we get the opening credits, so that's a lot of stuff in that beginning. Oh, sorry, where did that come from? Okay, yes, it goes further in, and literally he has turned into the Terminator. Oh goody. Right. Vatican and the Pope come to see him. Of course, he can't see the Pope, and you don't expect the Pope to turn up to you. So that was quite entertaining. It does mention the fact that normally the Pope doesn't come out with his Pope-mobile and just come visit anybody. Yeah, that's true. Doesn't come out and visit everybody, but he did come to you somehow, without people knowing. So then they talk about I've just watched it as well. Veritas, the suicide document, as it is, which we found out more about later, thank God. You expect it to, as it always does. But yes, so a suicide document, and they want him to read it. He's blind. But he agrees anyway, because it's the Doctor. So, basically, it then flicks to Bill, who's having a date, which was quite amusing because is the landlady, is it who she's living with? Probably if she's living with possibly. I don't know, I didn't quite get that point. Basically, a thing against bringing guys home, and then finds out that she's actually more picky about bringing guys home than she is. And then finds out, oh, now I know why. Doesn't seem to matter. Don't want a guy home, bring an ass home. Happy days. Laid back, that's what you call that. Thought you brought some terrified man home. What's she saying about Bill? Yeah, actually, I quite imagine that with Bill, to be honest. Now she knows better. So, them two are struggling. She talks about the weary pipes, which is actually the TARDIS, and says Audrey sometimes gets to shout at them. And then the Pope walks in. At least the girlfriend notices and recognises the Pope straight away. Better than the Doctor did, but you can't see. Sorry. I've been up early. Work. So the Pope's reaction was almost as good as Poppy's reaction. So yes, unfortunately, Poppy runs out, and there's Bill rather upset because a hot date's gone. And the Pope blew it, but the doctor has a thing of doing it. Walks into the bedroom to find lots of priests. That is slightly concerning. Imagine their reaction to it all. So, again, flicks back to Missy. Sorry, I'm going by notes because I can evaluate the points that really stuck out to me. Talk about... Oh no, it doesn't. It goes to the guy. I should really make my notes better. Goes back to the priest. Talks to the doctor while he's in the TARDIS. Saying about, you're a man that needs confession, that you once tried to confess and told them that would take too long, which, yeah, it's about right. The doctor would take a long time. Oh, God, I should have had more coffee. So, he has got a lot on his mind, and we know why. You can't even deny it. We know why. With the past, the War Doctor, everything that went on, he has got a lot on, and that's not questionable. So, again, goes back, this time it does go back to Missy, and the fact that the priest turns up. What's the odds of that? And the guy who's doing the executing basically says, there is a precedent for divine intervention, but you only have 5 minutes. What? It's harsh. Divine intervention, you only have 5 minutes. Okay. Turns out to be Dole, what his name is, the Matt Lucas. I really should learn his name in it. He's basically sent by the doctor's wife, threatening to kick his backside if he does anything wrong, and keep track of him. So now I know why he hangs around so much. Riversong sent him, and nobody, even if Riversong's dead, would say no to Riversong. So yes, it makes sense now. I was wondering why. So, here's a big question. He ends up going to the Vatican. Pope does his talking. The guy translates for him. They move on. Why does the doctor need somebody to translate for the Pope? He speaks horse. He speaks baby. He speaks every language known to the universe. But he doesn't speak Pope. Really? Or was that just for our benefit? We could have guessed. And found out that Pope Benedict was a woman. Yes, Doctor, you're being very saucy again. You have a thing with these individuals in power, especially the women. If it was Jack, who knows what it would be if it was Jack. Okay. Shade stroke from Bill. In fact, isn't it dark enough for you already? She doesn't know he's blind, so yeah. And the shades do make sense. Master begs for a life. It's weird seeing the Master so subdued and like that. Basically, yeah. And then, if it wasn't bad enough that scene, it phases out in the worst possible way. Really, what were you thinking when you edited that scene to just phase out to darkness, and then pop straight back to wherever you're going? It didn't fit. It was just easier to go dead and go straight to the next scene instead of phasing it out. It's like some sort of bad point for one of the Harry Potters when they decided to do the really bad phasing stage. Whichever one it was. The one that found Sirius Black. I believe my brain's gone so dead all of a sudden. If you are watching this, get to this point, tell me, because I'll probably know by the end, which film is it where they have Sirius Black? Not the Order of the Phoenix. No, it's one before that. Let me know. It's the one... It's book 3. Yeah, it's book 3. Is it? Yeah. Sorry. Back to not Harry Potter anymore. Doctor Who. Sorry. Very distracted. Very tired. Okay. There's a portal, a big shining light, which the Doctor doesn't know who's there, with an individual in it, who the sonic screwdriver can't identify anything of them, which is really bad since they're supposed to identify everything. So it makes me wonder who's in it. His sonic screwdriver is fixed again, so at least he's got the glasses and the screwdriver. He likes everything sonic, doesn't it? And the library has Wi-Fi. Why wouldn't it? It's some secret library of death and heresy. Of course it's going to have Wi-Fi. Bill is really obsessed with Wi-Fi. You can tell she's a child of today. So they finally find the missing translator inside the cage. He apologises, says he sent it, then runs off and shoots himself. Yeah. Doctor sends the two after it because he doesn't want to keep track. Tells Dole, is it his name, whatever, Matt Lucas, protect her. Matt Lucas has a little badass moment while going off, which kind of works until he then freaks out again. He does it for like a couple of seconds, okay, but yeah. So he has this device. We wonder what the device was. Very dangerous, he says. It allows him to borrow something from his future to allow him to see. Not very good though, is it? So it'll either fix his eyes or burn out his brain. And it can take something for a future generation. That's somewhat a dangerous thing to do, really, Doctor. Very dangerous. Might take all generations. Again, it's bringing up this point about regeneration again. So very soon. Lots of hints and stuff online about when it's going to happen. God, this video is going to be long. Basically, right. Master says how she's always the Doctor's friend, which is true, to be honest. The Master has always been the Doctor's friend. It's just a couple of screws loose. It's not really the Master's fault. They're kind of two sides of the same coin. The Doctor's all about the good. The Master is more about the opposite. I wouldn't say the bad, but it's bringing balance. So yeah, this is a fantastic thing, which I'll probably make a video one day about the balance between the Master and the Doctor and what both of them bring. But yeah, it is kind of sad, and it's very true. It's very honest by the Master. As much as the Master can be Missy can be devious, but we know the truth. She's always wanted to do what she believed was best for the Doctor. So it's a weird thing. And he knows it. And it's hard. So if I was to guard the body for 1,000 years... So, we'll go back to the portal. It leads to the Pentagon. And other places, like CERN. Which didn't work out too well. Kind of cool if you want to travel. Unless you want to collect frequent fly miles, but that takes time. So, he finally starts getting some eyesight back. Ah, Cardinal, you're back. Did you bring friends and family? Yes, there's multiple of them. Until you get to really see properly after he's already strapped you up. Kinky by him. And see, oh dear, you're looking a bit ill. What's going on? Why is the PC doing this? Yeah, it's still recording. Why did the PC decide to switch these monitors off while I'm recording? It's getting bored of me. I don't blame it. So, turns out they're like zombie priests. They're the enemy, apparently. So yeah. CERN, everybody's celebrating the end of the world with TNT under the tables and lots of drink. That's one way to go. They do a shadow test where it's basically tap the table and everybody says the same number. That's very confusing, but it does get answered later on. So, portals turn out to be holographic projections. See, Dole's really smart. He clicked onto this very fast afterwards. So that was quite good on him. He is actually a really cool character in that sense, because he's smart and he sees a lot of things that you don't expect him to see at times. But then he gets deraised by moving outside of the projection points. So, he's gone. Ah well. So, jump to the next place, follows the dots of black blood, which the Doctor didn't look like he was bleeding, but somehow leads there. And find a thing about the President being missing, then you find the President dead, overdose. And the Doctor sat in the Oval Office, having listened, which is quite a cool way to do it, since I can't read, the document, the shadow test, shadow report, whatever it is. And now he knows what's going on, so he explains to Bill about the idea of what it is. Am I doing a review of the full, like, blooming abridged version of the episode? So yeah, it turns out basically this is a simulation, which is a really smart way to do it. Create a simulation of how to conquer the world with basically individuals that can unfortunately become self-aware, but it doesn't matter because they kill themselves. And that doesn't really bother them because if they're dead, who knows? Except it's the Doctor. Bill unfortunately de-reses it with all the information because he kind of realises stuff and freaks out and boom, gone. They appear, threaten the Doctor. The Doctor does as usual, going, "Ha, what do? I do what everybody does. I'll call the Doctor." and then emails himself all the dates that's been on the Sonic sunglasses because they record, which is a really cool function. So the Doctor turns out to be sat outside of the vault, is now aware of everything that's going on after getting a help call from the Doctor to the Doctor. Called Bill, finds out she's not on a date, tells her, your luck's in, she's in for you. So Bill's actually going to get that date after all. The Doctor's nice. But it does bring the other problems. Turns out he didn't kill Missy, which we all know because she's inside the vault. He messed with the machines and didn't want to kill her because the Doctor doesn't really kill, normally. More times. He has once or twice. Not that often though. So, as a result, this mean he doesn't have to pay in the future because he didn't actually lose something to get his eyesight back because that was all a hologram. But he knows what's going on, and next week's episode does actually follow straight on because it brings them in and the fight against them. So, when does he go and get Missy to help fight? Because we all know Missy is going to be the ultimate character that you need to bring in to fight an enemy. Because Missy doesn't play nice. She'll play dirty and she'll do what the Doctor can't do. But it does beg a lot of questions. How many episodes are left? This is episode 6. Are they doing the 12 episodes of the season? Because now I'm starting to wonder different things. Will Missy help him bring back his eyesight? They can do that. You know, the Doctor healed Riversong's wrist with his own regeneration power. And many things have happened in the past where they've been able to heal themselves. So, are they going to give him his eyesight back within a few episodes thanks to Missy? Or is it going to continue being blind, which Bill does find out next week, and bring on the regeneration, which they still haven't brought on who's going to be the next Doctor. Sorry, I'm just blabbering on. So yeah, that's this week's Doctor Who review. Hopefully I might be able to do a better review rather than an abridged episode. I should just start calling it Doctor Who Abridged. Nah, not that good. But yeah, overall review. The episode, I think, was actually really good. I think it kind of fell together just right and has a really cool idea. It rolls on to the next episode, so I have thumbs up. It seems to be getting better as the series goes on. It finally answered one of the big questions and leads up to everything that's been going on. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. Sorry for the video being so long and nobody will have watched it to the end. But if you have, thanks for watching. I shall see you next week. Bye.